Silent Hill is more than just a place. It's a mirror reflecting the deepest fears and sins of those who wander into its mists. Today, we unravel the terrifying monsters of the Silent Hill 2 remake and the broken psyche they embody. In the 2024 remake of Silent Hill 2, the monsters encountered by protagonist James Sunderland are manifestations of his subconscious, embodying his guilt, desires, and inner turmoil. The lying figure is one of the first monsters James encounters in Silent Hill 2, and its grotesque design immediately sets the tone for the psychological horror that follows. At first glance, the lying figure resembles a human trapped in a suffocating, fleshy cocoon. Its head is obscured, and its jerky movements give the impression of someone in agony, both physically and emotionally.
What was that thing?
This monster is more than just a horrifying entity. It's deeply connected to James's guilt and his memories of Mary's suffering. During her illness, Mary was bedridden, confined to her own body as she endured excruciating pain. The lying figure's restrained form mirrors that sense of entrapment, serving as a direct reflection of Mary's helplessness. But there's more to the lying figure's design. Its attacks are particularly unsettling, spraying acidic fluid from its torso as if releasing pent-up emotional or physical torment. This imagery could symbolize the verbal and emotional pain Mary expressed during her final days, pain that James felt powerless to alleviate. Psychologically, the lying figure embodies James's suffocating guilt. Its inability to move freely represents James' own emotional paralysis, his inability to process his actions or escape the weight of his remorse. The muffled screams heard as it attacks further emphasize suppressed anguish, as if James is haunted by the cries he couldn't silence. Ultimately, the lying figure is a testament to the game's brilliance, using grotesque, unforgettable designs to externalize the deeply personal horrors of its protagonist. It's not just a monster, it's a mirror reflecting the darkest corners of James' psyche. Silent Hill is infamous for turning mundane objects into manifestations of psychological torment. Among these nightmares are the mannequins, creatures that, at first glance, seem disturbingly human, yet profoundly alien. The mannequin's design is unnervingly simple. Two pairs of female legs fused together. With no head or upper body, it lacks individuality, identity, and humanity, making it one of the most surreal and symbolic monsters in Silent Hill 2. The mannequin is a manifestation of James' repressed sexual desires, particularly during Mary's illness. As their physical relationship deteriorated, James became conflicted, haunted by his longing, yet consumed by guilt over these thoughts. The mannequin's overtly sexualized appearance, paired with its outrageous structure, reflects this inner conflict. The creature's unnatural movements are disturbing yet alluring, emphasizing the tension between desire and revulsion. Its lack of a face or upper body strips it of humanity, reducing it to a purely physical entity, devoid of emotion or intimacy. On a deeper level, the mannequins embody James' objectification of women, a dark aspect of his psyche brought to life by Silent Hill. Their appearance serves as a reminder of his guilt for viewing Mary as a burden and, at times, as something other than the person he once loved. The mannequins also highlight the dehumanizing effects of grief and guilt. By reducing these creatures to fragmented forms, Silent Hill forces James and us to confront the ways in which negative emotions can distort our memories and perceptions of others. The mannequin is a perfect example of how Silent Hill externalizes the abstract, a horrifying collision of desire, guilt, and shame. It's not just a monster, it's a reflection of the complexity and darkness within James's mind. Silent Hill twists ordinary settings into nightmarish landscapes, and nowhere is this more evident than in its hospital. Here, the bubblehead nurses prowl, a surreal fusion of corruption, repressed desire, and lingering guilt. The Bubblehead Nurse is one of the most iconic monsters in Silent Hill 2. Dressed in an exaggeratedly sexualized nurse's uniform, their appearance is both unsettling and symbolic. They are not simply monsters. They are reflections of James Sunderland's suppressed thoughts and emotions. The hospital represents James's lingering memories of Mary's illness. During her time there, James spent hours surrounded by nurses and the sterile clinical atmosphere. The Bubblehead Nurse embodies this environment, but with a disturbing twist. Their bloated, distorted heads hint at something unnatural, a corruption of the medical care Mary received. But their provocative appearance reflects James's repressed sexual frustrations during Mary's illness, a time when his physical needs clashed with his guilt and devotion to his wife. The nurse's aggressive behavior symbolizes James's inner turmoil. Their sexualized design is not meant to be alluring, but unsettling, highlighting James's discomfort with his desires and his feelings of shame. Their jerky movements suggest not only pain, but also a lack of control, much like James's struggle to reconcile his emotions. The Bubblehead Nurses are a dual representation. On one hand, they echo Mary's suffering in the hospital. On the other, they manifest James' guilt over seeing Mary as a burden. Their distorted heads and facelessness strip them of individuality, turning them into symbols of objectification and suppressed rage. The Bubblehead Nurses are more than just a terrifying enemy. They're a glimpse into Silent Hill's power to turn repressed emotions into living nightmares. They challenge us to consider how guilt and desire can distort even the most mundane memories.
God damn it.
Creeping unseen beneath the surface, the mandarins are some of the most enigmatic monsters in Silent Hill 2. These creatures may not be as prominent as others, but their unsettling presence and unique design reveal much about James's psyche. Mandarins are confined to the subterranean space beneath Silent Hill's industrial walkways, with emaciated torsos and elongated arms that grasp desperately at the world above. Their confinement isn't just physical, it's deeply symbolic. mandarins represent James' subconscious feelings of entrapment and guilt. Their placement beneath grates symbolizes the emotional burdens James has pushed beneath the surface, hidden from his conscious mind, but always lingering just out of sight. The creature's desperate movements echo James' repressed guilt and his struggle to confront his inner demons. Their skeletal, starved appearance mirrors his feelings of emptiness, as if they are hollowed-out echoes of his own despair. The mandarin's confinement to the lower levels is significant. They are trapped beneath, much like James's guilt and suppressed emotions. Their futile attempts to reach him suggest that no matter how hard he tries to avoid his feelings, they persist, clawing at the edges of his consciousness. The mandarins are Silent Hill at its most subtle, a manifestation of guilt that lingers beneath the surface, unseen but never absent. They challenge James and us to confront the emotions we'd rather ignore.
Laura?
Haha!
Open the door, Laura.
Why should I? I'm a liar, right? Want me to open it? Huh? Do ya?
Laura, open this door right now.
What's the magic word?
Laura!
Nope, that's not it. I guess I won't open it.
Get out of here, you rat!
In your dreams, fart face.
Laura, please open the door. There's something in here.
Suspended like an incongruous chandelier, the Flesh Lips is one of the most unnerving monsters in Silent Hill 2. With its unsettling design and disturbing behavior, this creature reflects both physical and emotional anguish. The Flesh Lips gets its name from its unnerving lip-like structures and fleshy appearance. Hanging from a cage-like frame, it moves erratically, as if suspended in pain. But its true horror lies in what it represents. This creature is closely tied to James' memories of Mary during her time in the hospital. Its cage-like body mirrors a hospital bed, while its suspended form evokes helplessness and confinement. The Flesh Lips symbolizes Mary's suffering, her physical pain, her emotional despair, and her feelings of being trapped as her illness consumed her. But it also represents James' guilt for the resentment he felt toward her condition, emotions he was too ashamed to admit. Psychologically, the Flesh Lips embodies the suffocating weight of unspoken words and suppressed feelings. Its weird, mouth-like features may symbolize Mary's harsh words or cries during her illness, which left James feeling overwhelmed and powerless. By confronting the Flesh Lips, James isn't just fighting a monster. He's battling his own fear of vulnerability and the emotional scars left by Mary's final days.
James.
Among the horrors of Silent Hill 2, few creatures are as deeply tied to personal trauma as Abstract Daddy. For Angela Orozco, this monster isn't just a foe, it's the physical embodiment of her darkest memories. Abstract Daddy's design is both grotesque and symbolic. Its body resembles a bed, its frame enclosing two humanoid figures, their forms blurred and fused together. This horrifying imagery reflects Angela's history of abuse at the hands of her father. Angela's life was marked by unspeakable pain and ongoing sexual abuse from her father. Abstract Daddy is a manifestation of that abuse, representing her feelings of helplessness, shame, and entrapment. The bed-like structure is a chilling reference to the setting of her trauma, while the distorted figures symbolize her fractured perception of intimacy and trust. The boss battle features large machine pistons in the environment, which represents the forced penetration Angela endured.
Please. I'll be good, I promise. Tell him I'll be good, please.
Angela? Angela, it's me.
No, please. Daddy!
The creature's aggressive nature reflects Angela's emotional turmoil, her anger, fear, and desperation to escape her past. But its design isn't just a reminder of what happened, it's a reminder of how she's been unable to move on. Silent Hill manifests the inner demons of those who enter, and for Angela, Abstract Daddy is the ultimate representation of her trauma. Its presence and monstrous appearance symbolize how her abuse continues to haunt her, shaping her reality even in Silent Hill. Angela's haunting words reveal her resignation to her suffering. Unlike James, who struggles with guilt, Angela has become trapped in a cycle of pain and despair, unable to imagine a world beyond her trauma. Abstract Daddy isn't just a monster, it's a reflection of Silent Hill's dark power, a mirror for the deepest scars of the human soul. For Angela, it's a constant reminder that some battles are not fought with weapons, but within ourselves.
Okay, Angela. It's okay. Calm down.
Don't order me around!
I'm not, It's okay. It's over.
Don't even try.
Try what?
Like you don't know. I see what you're doing. It's always the same with you. You're only after one thing.
Angela, please.
You don't have to lie. Go ahead. Say it. Or you could just force me. Like he always did. You disgusting pig. I hate you. I hate you.
Come on, hurry!
Silent Hill's monsters are deeply personal manifestations of the psyche, but none are as iconic or as terrifying as Pyramid Head. With its imposing presence and brutal behavior, this creature stands as the ultimate symbol of James Sunderland's guilt and punishment. Pyramid Head's design is unforgettable. Its triangular helmet conceals its face, dehumanizing it and turning it into a symbol of judgment. The creature's slow, deliberate movements evoke inevitability, as if James can never escape it. Pyramid Head, manifestation of James's repressed guilt and self-loathing. Its origins trace back to the town's history, inspired by the executioners of Silent Hill's cult. These figures donned ceremonial helmets and carried out brutal punishments, embodying justice and retribution. In James's personal nightmare, Pyramid Head takes on the role of judge, jury, and executioner. Its violent actions reflect James's own self-imposed punishment for what he did to Mary. Watching it torment other monsters symbolizes James' subconscious need to atone. On a deeper level, Pyramid Head represents James' internal struggle. Its helmet is both a shield and a prison, preventing James from seeing its face, just as he struggles to face the truth about himself. Its relentless pursuit reminds us that guilt cannot be outrun. The great knife is more than a weapon. It's a burden. Its sheer weight and size make it unwieldy, symbolizing the heavy guilt James carries. When the player eventually obtains it, wielding the knife is cumbersome and slow, reinforcing this metaphor. But Pyramid Head is not merely a tormentor. By the game's climax, James confronts two Pyramid Heads and realizes their purpose. They exist to punish him, not endlessly, but until he accepts the truth and begins to forgive himself. Their act of suicide signifies the end of James's need for self-punishment. Silent Hill's manifestations serve a purpose: to force its visitors to confront and reconcile their sins. For James, this moment marks a turning point, a chance to move forward if he chooses. Pyramid Head is the essence of Silent Hill 2's psychological depth. It's a reflection of guilt, judgment, and the human capacity for forgiveness. It's no wonder this creature has become the face of the series, embodying the very themes that make Silent Hill unforgettable.
I don't need you anymore. I'm ready.
Are you taping again? Come on. I don't know why, but I just love it here. It's so peaceful. You know what I heard? This whole area used to be a sacred place. I think I can see why.
The culmination of James Sunderland's journey through Silent Hill is his confrontation with Mary. But the Mary we face here is far from the woman James once loved. She is twisted, monstrous, and filled with rage, an amalgamation of his guilt, fear, and pain. Mary's boss form, sometimes referred to as Mary's rebirth or the demon Mary, is as haunting as it is symbolic. Blending imagery of purity and death, her attacks, which include summoning swarms of moths and striking with tendrils, highlight her vengeful nature.
Mary? No. You're not.
Do I look like your girlfriend?
No, my late wife. I can't believe it. Your face, your voice, you could be...
My name is Maria.
Throughout the game, James encounters Maria, a seductive, idealized version of Mary. Maria's repeated deaths at the hands of Pyramid Head parallel Mary's real-world demise, forcing James to relive his pain and guilt. The final boss form of Mary represents the culmination of these intertwined feelings: love, resentment, guilt, and desire. The battle against Mary isn't just a physical fight, it's James' confrontation with the truth. The grotesque form she takes reflects his perception of her in her final days, a figure of both love and suffering, distorted by illness and his inability to cope with her pain. Mary's monstrous form serves as a mirror to James's psyche, like all the monsters of Silent Hill. The bed-like cage represents her being confined to the hospital bed. Her vine-like appendages and moths represent the suffocating grip of his guilt and his inability to escape her memory.
James. 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 James.
Her accusatory tone during the battle forces James to confront the truth he's been avoiding, that he smothered Mary to end her suffering. Her words echo his guilt, while her monstrous form reflects how his actions have warped his perception of her.
I can't forgive myself for what I've done.
I know.
In Mary's final letter, she expresses her love for James and her desire for him to find peace. Her words stand in stark contrast to the vengeful monster James faced, reminding us that Silent Hill's horrors are shaped by the psyche of those who enter it. Mary's boss fight is not just the climax of Silent Hill 2, but the emotional core of the story. It forces us to grapple with the complexity of guilt, love, and the human desire for redemption. It's a haunting finale that lingers long after the credits roll. The psychological story of Silent Hill 2 will forever remain with the fans, and the new remake by Bloober strengthens the fascination that grips us and won't seem to let us go. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the monsters of Silent Hill 2. Which of the Silent Hill 2 monsters do you find most disturbing? Let me know in the comments. If you are looking for more Silent Hill lore videos, consider subscribing. Thank you, and we'll see each other soon in the foggy streets of Silent Hill.